What is happening, Aquarius? How are you guys doing today? How's life? How's your week going? Even though it's the beginning of the week. Hopefully it's going well. But thank you. I want to thank you for tuning in to this reading. Please like and subscribe. Only if it resonates. With all readings, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. My name is Bet. And welcome to this space. Welcome to this community. Welcome to this family. You know, I want this to be a family where we can grow and learn together. All right. And so I'm going to pull a card. Just keep popping out. I'm going to pull a card for the card of you. All right. And then I'm going to pull some cards for the situation, your anchor card, which is what your guides want you to focus on. What's to come, where you're trying to go, and then a message from your guides. This is all a message from your guides, really, but it's like a direct message. Like, hey, this is what you need to do to get to this place where you want to go, okay? Or it might just be encouragement. I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead and start, all right? I am using the 420 tarot deck. I really like it. There is symbolism, though, in here, like, of herbs. So if that bothers you, I'm not the one for you. This just isn't for you. This is the deck I really like. So, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Okay, so Ten of Wands is reversed right now, is where you're at. Okay? Ten of Wands is... This a lot of people are like, oh, it's a burden. It's not a burden. I mean, the person's struggling, right, to carry this huge bundle of sticks, but they're heading, if you see over here, they're heading home. Like, it's like somebody working really, really hard and then reaping the rewards and taking it home when they get to rest, you know, after a long day's work. That's what Ten of Wands is. But it's reversed, which means to me, signifies to me, I should say, like you've been working really hard and maybe not getting the recognition that you feel you need, or as much out of it as you feel you need. Let's look at these other cards and see how it comes together, though, okay? Because once I start interpreting all the cards, everything flows, all right? And so here's what I see, though. I see you may be wanting to move forward. You want to get to this place where you feel accomplished, but you're stuck. And the Chariot is ruled by Cancer, which is a crab. Crabs are all about evolution. So moving forward can mean like physically moving forward, right? But it can also mean like needing to work on yourself or something within you in order to evolve and move forward. So it can come up for different reasons. Excuse me. I was drinking Diet Coke and it's a bit bubbly. So apologize. Okay, and so you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting like that recognition, right? But you're stuck and you feel like you're doing a lot and just not getting anywhere. Like you're spinning your wheels. You just like are doing this work and just not getting where you want to go, not getting promoted, not seeing, you know, the results of your labor, not getting that bonus, you know, not moving forward in your career or in life right now. This could also not be about a career. It could be about just life in general, feeling like you're doing all the things and then not getting anywhere, not getting where you think that you need to go. And it's interesting to see the High Priestess is reversed and the Devil. So let's focus on the Devil for a second. There are no bad cards in tarot. Okay, there's no evil cards. There are no, like, they look scary, but every card is medicine, okay? Every card is medicine. Every card is for our highest and best. The Devil, I had to, like, cover up their nudity so somebody didn't So a Karen didn't be like, oh, there's nudity, and try to report me. But if you look at this picture, right, look at their chains. Look how loose those chains are. All right, they're very loose. They're not tight. And it's because we put those chains on. The devil isn't Lucifer. The devil is us in conflict with ourselves and getting stuck there. Not moving out of it. Not evolving. Okay? And so the fact that this is right side up means you're currently in a situation where like your mind is maybe telling you one thing, but reality is another, right? Maybe you think you're not being recognized for your work, all right? And that's your vice, right? That's what's holding you captive. But what if your manager or people around you that you don't even know all of them, maybe they're being impacted by your work in a positive way. Maybe they do see what you're doing, and maybe they're talking about it, but you just haven't heard about it. So you're feeling discouraged. Our mind can play a lot of tricks on us. All right. Our mind doesn't tell truth. It doesn't. It lies all the time. And that gets us into trouble, right? It gets us into assuming situations that are occurring that are not actually occurring. We just think they are because we've made up this elaborate story in our mind, and now we're trapped by it. We're chained. We think for sure now that the story that we have playing in our mind is truth. And it's not. It's not truth, which is why this high priestess also is upside down. You're not walking in truth. You're not maybe listening to your inner self. Like when your brain is going crazy. I took this course called Trauma in the Tarot. And in it, my teacher taught us how, when we're spiraling and our mind is going out of control, how to anchor with tarot. And because our mind plays tricks on us, right? But this is a divination tool to be able to connect with our spirit, our higher self, with our guides and those who are for our highest and best, to connect with what is good, right? To recalibrate so that we can receive guidance, even if it comes through our own thoughts, right? We could have a new thought, new idea that wasn't there before, but it's really from our guides being like, okay, you're finally listening. Instead of like letting your mind like spin out of control, you took a moment to go inward, which is also high priestess. You need to go inward. And just to quiet your mind and be like, all right, like kind of like a pro and con list. This is the stuff that I'm doing. This is what my thoughts are struggling with. But what's reality? Here are my actions. Here are my thoughts. But what's really the situation here? Like, what's the truth? Because I'm just spinning. So with that, I see, like, just take a moment to pause and reconnect. Okay. It seems like because the devil is here that what you're frustrated with isn't true. It's just you battling you. And so take some steps back, ask for input, ask people who are close to you for input, ask them to be like an unbiased mouthpiece where you're willing and open to listen and receive. Because that's how you're going to get through this. That's how your mind's going to shift and kind of get out of these bondages so that you can move forward and reach your goal. All right. And with that, so your anchor card is Knight of Pentacles, and it's just telling you, so knights are all about movement. It's telling you to, this is the only knight in the deck that's not moving, by the way. Take your time. Like, really process, like, in a healthy way. Determine, for me, like, Pentacles are all about our life's purpose and how we're sowing into our path to become our best selves. That's why we're here. on this earth is to heal past trauma, right? Lineage of trauma, right? And to be the best person, the best being that we can be. To learn how to love all people. There's some, of course, that doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries. Let me preface that. Doesn't mean that you don't have boundaries with people, okay? But learning to love and accept everyone for who they are and where they are, like that's really our purpose in life. And then loving ourselves as well and believing in ourselves. Because when we do that, we empower ourselves and it overflows, not in an arrogant way, all right, or a prideful way, but when you know who you are and what you have to bring to this world, regardless of what other people think about you, okay? Regardless of this, like, you can stand in your truth and in your power, and then that inspires other people in your path. And you inadvertently, and sometimes directly, help them move forward as well. So, like, really process this situation in a healthier way by connecting to your guides, by connecting to your higher self, by connecting to, maybe you have a mentor in your life or people who are close to you in your life. Like, recalibrate, you know, like, you're doing a great job, okay? You're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. We don't always get other people's recognition for what we do. And sometimes people take what we've done and claim it as their own for recognition. And it sucks. It does. It hurts. But at the end, it doesn't matter, because you know what you did and you know how you helped further this situation or helped institute certain policies at work that helped other people. You know, like, we don't always get other people's recognition or praise, or, you know, things don't happen how it should. But you're still doing a good job. You are. And once you realize that you don't need somebody else's approval, you're going to move forward and you're going to change and you're going to evolve. And you're going to be wise about where you're going and where you're putting your time and energy. Like, where are you going to plant this seed? Our thoughts are nutrients for our soul. So when our thoughts are toxic and when we just kind of spiral and put ourselves in situations that aren't even real, some are. But let's say even if it is, like, okay, let's move forward, because there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like, you know, you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. Like, you're killing it. You're killing it. So, screw these other people, all right? Stand in your power, and you're gonna move forward. You're gonna move forward, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. These are some other, to me, this always means job related. It's the apprentice card, and it means that, like, you're burnt out if it's reversed to me. So I feel like this does have to do with somebody's job or something that they've been working on and just thought they would get all this praise and just didn't. That's what I'm feeling. All right. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Again, it could be other situations. But you're not in balance right now, which is a common theme, honestly. You're not in balance right now. You're not enjoying your work anymore because you're not getting that recognition. And you want to move forward. And so I feel like once you reclaim yourself and take these chains off, being like, fuck that shit, you know, like, I'm awesome and I'm valuable and I'm worthy and I can join any team and be an asset you're going to find your groove again and your confidence again, and maybe even a new job or a new environment where you thrive. Right now it's here. You're stuck, you're burnt out. Here, you move forward. All right? Right now, you're not in balance, but Spirit's telling you, like, get yourself back in balance. Like, forget what these people are saying to you that are binding you. Forget about needing recognition. Okay? Forget about it. Forget about it. Know who you are. Reconnect. Find that peace again. Okay? Get encouragement from somebody else, or tell them the situation. Ask, like, am I being unreasonable about this? But once you get yourself back into alignment, you're going to move forward. You're going to find something that you're satisfied with, where you feel balanced. Okay, this is a new job here, or new endeavor. Okay, and you're going to move forward. Like, Knight of Swords is about moving quickly. Okay, so once you resolve this, all this other stuff that you want to happen is going to fall into place quickly. You just got to work on you for a second. You know? And once you get out of your head, you're going to reach this place where, like, you evolve into mastery. Queens, kings, all about mastery. Queen is our nurturer, though. Queen of Pentacles. Like, deep nurturer. Again, there's no gender in tarot. Just represents nurture. Tending to ourselves, going inward. Finding self-love. Self-encouragement. Encourage to move forward and invest in what's best for you. Not something that's going to keep you dissatisfied or frustrated. You know, like, you're going to gain wisdom from this once you say, okay, I know who I am. Fine, this happened. Fine, I'm not getting recognition. I start looking for a new situation, start looking for a new job if you feel like you need to. Again, just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But you could potentially come into a new position where you're satisfied and you're balanced. And you've learned that, like, okay, if I am content with myself and I'm content with my work and what I'm doing, then it doesn't matter really where I am. I'm balanced. But if you want something new, you can find that. You just got to deal with this first so that you can move forward. But yeah, no, there's a lot of good for you. A lot of good for you. You're just stuck in this situation right now. But again, like, I have confidence in you. I believe in you. I believe that you can be like, screw this shit. Like, I'm awesome. I'm a badass. Like, I'm going to get through this. I know how hard I work, and I know what I offer, and so I'm going to take this hard work somewhere else where I am, like, valued as a member of the team. That's what I feel, honestly. But you take what resonates and leave what doesn't, even if that's this entire message. And have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.